Calling together all amateur radio operators. This is the weekly net of the M17 Project. I'm Ed, November 2, X-Ray Delta Delta, and I will be your net control station today. This net meets weekly on Fridays at 1700 hours UTC by means of the M17 Charlie Reflector. The purpose of this net is to relay and share information in regards to the M17 project. M17 is a new digital voice protocol in development as an alternative to those currently available, with freedom in mind. Freedom in the code, protocol, voice codecs, and hardware. The goal is to provide a better option for digital radios in the future. We encourage all amateur radio operators to check into this net. We will take check-ins, followed by an informal roundtable to discuss all things M17 related. I will now stand by for check-ins. Please give me your call using proper ITU phonetics, followed by your name and location, and if you have any information for the net. When checking in, please key up your mic and wait approximately 1.5 to 2 seconds before proceeding with that information. Once again, I will now stand by for check-ins. Please give me your call sign using proper ITU phonetics, followed by your name and location, and if you have any information for the net.
Sierra Papa 5, Whiskey Papa, Wojciech from Warsaw, Poland. I might have some traffic today. Kilo Charlie 1, Alpha Whiskey Victor, KC1AWV, Steve in Boston, Massachusetts. No traffic for the net.
Delta Lima 6, Mike, Hotel Charlie, Michael from South Germany. Yeah, with a little bit of traffic. I'm sorry about it. I had was somehow disconnected.
Golf Whiskey 8, Sierra Zulu Lima. Dave in Newport, South Wales. No traffic.
Mike 1, Hotel, Oscar Golf, Nick in Stevenage, just north of London, England. No traffic.
Okay, guys, let's hold up there. This is NXDN Net Control Station for this week's session of the M17 Project Net. The Net Control wishes to recognize Wojciech, Sierra Papa 5, Whiskey Papa with traffic, KC1AW, I can't talk today, guys, sorry, KC1AWV Steve with no traffic. That's funny. Mike, DL6, MHC, thank you for joining us this week. Dave, Golf Whiskey 8, Sierra Zulu Lima, and Nick, Mike 1, Hotel Oscar Golf. Anybody else wishing to check in? Okay, hearing nothing, we're going to go to the top of the list. We're going to go over to Poland. Sierra Papa 5, Whiskey Papa. Go ahead with your traffic this week.
Hi everyone, this is YSF SP5WWP. With some traffic today here. So I've been playing with my AX5043 evaluation board from Silvano, India Uniform 2 Kilo Whiskey Oscar. So he sent me a sample of it. So I've got one, and I have made it to oscillate at 70 centimeters band. So any frequency from even ITU region 2 can be generated. So from 420 up to 450 with some margin about 3 megahertz or even 5 megahertz. So that's okay. And I've been able to transmit M17 using this small board. And all the schematics and Gerber files can be found on our GitHub. And the repository name is probably AX5X43 eval. So that's the name. It's on the list on the GitHub, so you can just check it. And I was able to transmit M17 using this board, but I was not using the internal, let's say, the packet mode. So I'm not telling what's the data to be transmitted, and instead I'm using like a VCO mode using this chip. So actually I'm telling it to oscillate at some certain frequency, like 455 megahertz, let's say. So that's the center of the 70 centimeters band. And I'm telling it to sample the signal that I'm feeding to the ADC. So it just samples the baseband and frequency modulates the carrier and outputs it. So I'm getting about 40 milliwatts of power. And I was able to use an external power amplifier and amplify it up to 50 watts. So that's great. And the harmonic content, well, I didn't check it yet, but it should be okay. So I was able to get 50 watts of pure M17 RF power into a dummy load. So that's great. That's everything from me today. So back to Net from SP5WWP.
Okay, Wojtek, thank you very much for the updates there and the work you've been doing on the AX5043. Looking forward to see what else you have in the coming weeks with that. Anybody else have any questions or comments in regards to anything that was mentioned? Alrighty, nothing heard. Do we have anybody else wishing to check into the M17 Project Net? Please call Net Control now. I am November 2, X-Ray Delta Delta.
This is India Uniform 5, Bravo Oscar November, Alessio from Florence, Italy, with traffic.
Okay, Net Control wishes to recognize India Union 5, Bravo Oscar November with traffic. Alessio, go ahead.
Thank you. So I finally made it into the net because I had some networking issues right at the beginning, so I've lost the first round of check-ins. So I just have a quick update. I don't know how many are using my PyStar patch for M17. For sure, Delta Lima 6 Mike Hotel Charlie is using it, so I was hacking on it today, and I just wanted to say that I've upgraded a couple of binaries as well as implemented M17 live logging in the dashboard. So right now, when I'm speaking, I'm looking at the net traffic in my PyStar dashboard. I can see all the traffic, which is, yeah, something I'm really proud of. And yeah, that's all my traffic. India Uniform 5, Bravo Oscar November, back to net control.
Okay, Alessio, thank you for that, and we appreciate the work you've been doing with the M17 project. Does anybody have any questions or comments for Alessio or anything that was said in his traffic? Please call now.
Number 6, Michael Charlie with a question.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. The station that just called, I missed your call sign. Can you please come again?
Yes, sure. Call sign is Delta Lima 6, Michael Charlie, and I have a question. A comment to Alessio's last call.
Okay, Mike. I'm sorry. A little bit noise on your signal there, but give me a call. Yeah, give me a call. I can't even talk today. I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead with your traffic.
Okay, sure. This is Delta Lima 6, Mike Hotel Charlie, and yeah, I switched now. I was using the MD380, and I'm now on DroidStar. I think it's a little bit too noisy and too problematic for you guys to understand me. But yes, I'm very new to the M17 project, and thanks to the guys on Discord, I was now able to get my MD380 up and running with the OpenRTX firmware in combination with Alessio's script and all the modifications for PyStar. So yeah, what do I have to do to update it? Can I just use the script I've used to install all this? Because I'm very interested, and this is an awesome progress, Alessio. This is something that I really love to see, so I can see in the PyStar dashboard what's happening there. Do I just have to rerun your scripts or uninstall it beforehand, or what do I have to do? Yeah, thank you very much. Also, and I'd wish to say back to you, or no, back to net control.
Okay, this is India Uniform 5 Bravo Oscar November, which I'm taking the question directly, as was also written in the Discord chat. So, sure. So, if you leave your PyStar up and running overnight, it will just update tonight, because it's part of the PyStar has an upgrading script around, I think, every night or something like this. So it will just upgrade everything. Extra note. So part of the upgrade is also that it will download the voice prompt, because in the first version that I did, it was not downloading the voice recordings, the one to tell you if you are linked to Reflector or things like that. So this will have, unless you run manually the upgrade, which I can tell you the script, but I can't remember top of my head, so maybe I'll write in the Discord chat later. But basically, tonight it should upgrade everything, installing the new upgrade script, and tomorrow night it will also download the voice prompt. Yeah, that's all. India Uniform 5, Bravo Oscar November, back to net control.
Okay, Mike, DL6MHC, I hope that answered your question. Do you have anything that you'd like to go back with?
Yeah, the 6MHC returning. Yeah, thank you very much. This is so I have to do absolutely nothing and get everything. What else is there to wish? Thank you very much for the great work. And yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you very much for all the help with getting this up and with all the great progress on the project. Thanks for this. Back to net control. This was Delta Lima 6, Mike Hotel Charlie.
Alrighty, guys, thank you for that there. We appreciate this community here and how we're always helping one another out. You're listening to the M17 Project Weekly Net. I'm Ed, November 2 X-Ray Delta Delta. We meet here every Friday at 1700 hours UTC, and we discuss all things M17 related. For more information, you can find us at m17project.org. And from there, you'll find links to the various social media platforms where we usually hang out, including Discord and Matrix, as well as a room on IRC as well. So if you have any questions, comments, just curious about what's going on, please drop by and visit us and meet up with some of the guys from the team. Let me drop it real quick. Alrighty, N2XDD back and returning. M17 Project, we will be in Orlando, Florida in February for Hamvention, which I believe is the 11th, 12th, and 13th of February. If you're planning on coming down to Hamvention, please reach out to me beforehand within the next week or so. I can be found at November 2, X-Ray Delta Delta at m17.link. Shoot me an email. We'd like to discuss some things. We're trying to get together with some of our people we've been hanging out with here on Discord over the last year or so. So we'd like to plan a meetup and looking for somebody to help us in the booth if possible. So if you're coming down, please shoot me an email. Anybody else wishing to check in to the M17 Weekly Net, please call Net Control now. Alrighty. Steve, you have anything to add this week? I know you've been busy with work, so I'm not going to annoy you like I normally do. But if you legitimately have something to add, go ahead. Steve?
No, thanks, Ed. No, I don't really have much to add. Like Ed said, it's been a really busy couple of weeks here. I've been the only person in the IT office at work, and that means that I'm doing everything from running the data center to running the help desk. So it's been a pretty busy week, but there are a few things that are in the works over at the lab. I have a mobile M17 unit that I'm going to be hopefully finishing up this weekend, and I'll go ahead and post about that in the lab chat. And yeah, Ed already talked about Hamcation. Looking forward to going down there and seeing everybody and evangelizing M17. And we're developing a new website, or well, not a new website, but a updated website. Getting a lot of help from the community, as well as I want to thank Kilo India 5 Romeo Whiskey Oscar. He's been a huge help with doing the front end, giving me hints on the front end. He's telling me how to make it look good, and I appreciate the help that he's been giving me there. Hopefully I should have that new site up by, I'll probably say the new year. With vacation and everything coming up, things are going to be moving a little bit slow. It seems to be a quiet net for us today because, people are probably getting ready for the holidays, and they're not thinking about hopping on this net. Actually, we got to talk about that. We need to figure out what we're going to be doing for next week, since that will be the actual Christmas weekend. I don't know if anybody would be busy or if we even want to just go ahead and skip it, but we'll think about that. With that, I'll go ahead and pass it back to Net Control. This is KC1AWV.
Okay, Steve. Well, thank you for the updates there. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the hard work you do. Yeah, next Friday is Christmas Eve, so looks like we may be skipping the net, but we'll send out notifications regardless, one way or the other, both on Discord and our Twitter. So, and the week after is New Year's Eve, which I don't have any plans for. Actually, I'm working, but it shouldn't interfere with me doing the net on New Year's Eve. So we will probably be back in 2 weeks, I'd say. So let me drop it, see if anybody else has any traffic or anybody else looking to check in to the M17 Project Net. Please call now. Alrighty, hearing nothing, I guess we're going to wrap this one up, guys. I know it's been a busy week for a lot of people. The holidays are coming up, and work seems to be getting busy for everyone. So I want to thank all those stations that checked in today for participating and supporting the net. Your help in maintaining this net is appreciated by one and all. This is Ed, November 2, X-Ray Delta Delta, and the net is now secure at 17:22 hours UTC. 7-3 all.